Hey, brothers and sisters, what's up? What's up? What's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. All right, so let me tell you what's going on real quick. First of all, let me greet everybody real quick. Havort and Hardu, good dog, Ola Oi to the bang. Vatas los bonjour, mes amis, keda bawani konnichiwa. Ni hao ni ama, sani bonani, jumbo habarigani, assalamu alaikum, shalom. All right, and so basically today, what we got going on is this. All right. Well, we got a lot going on. All right, we got a lot going on. All right, so we have a lot going on, and there's some things that I want to bring to y'all's attention real quick. All right, so to my brothers and sisters out there. All right, and one sister that I would want to get in touch with, Sister Eartha. So I'm gonna take a moment to just get this message out there real quick. All right, I'm gonna take a moment to get this message out here real quick. And basically, I'm trying to get in touch with Sister Bertha. Basically, because she's been very significant, and the idea that I have, I'm a spread around. So, if y'all can forgive me for a moment as I put out the notifications that I'm here. And in the meantime, let me take the time to remind those of you that are watching right now, if you can get those thumbs up real quick. All right. One of the things that I would like to make aware of is there is some serious banning, shadow banning as they call it, on my channel. All right, so there is some serious shadow banning on my channel, and I'm not going to let it upset me, get me down, or anything like that, because really, at the end of the day, it is what it is. And the media, YouTube, Facebook, they're going to have to pay for it with their integrity, or dare I say, lack of integrity. This is how bad things are getting. Oh, kumusta ka to my and kumusta po kayo to my peeps in the Philippines. All right. This is how bad it is getting. Even the people up in Canada are starting to realize and starting to understand the term. And by people, I mean lawyers in Canada are starting to realize how really messed up, one, the Democratic Party is in the United States, whereas people see them as pretty much worthless. All right. But not only that, they are starting to see how really jacked up our media is, and in particular, CNN. So one of the guys I watch is a lawyer from out of Montana. Montreal. Out of Montreal. For those of you who are hockey fans, the Canadiens. All right. But anyway, his name is Viva Fried. He has a YouTube channel. And basically, he was pointing out just how wickedly, he's not going to say evil because he's a lawyer. I'm going to say it as a layperson, evil that CNN is trying to make people that's been trying to help out California, help out a lot of people that's trying to lend their hand and help out. CNN has attacked. The latest in this group of attacks has been of Elon Musk, who is the head of Tesla. Now, what happened is that CNN, in a desire to slander him, what he said was CNN took evidence that is 100% true if you look at just the evidence that's produced, but they presented it in a way that is 1000% false. All right. So I want y'all to understand that information that is otherwise true, but presented in a way so that you will be 1000% misled. This is what CNN has been doing. He starts off with, this is the reason why people cannot stand lawyers, but now loathe the media. And for the most part, the media that they are loathing would be the most. The people, because, and I think they're more ubiquitous than the other media outlets. All right. But people are starting to find out, and let's use the word lying, to present information intentionally in a way that is basically false, with the specific express purpose to make people that you don't like look bad, would be defined as lying in most of the lay people's way of seeing it. And this is my opinion that they're lying, based on what I define as lying, meaning that you use your platform to misrepresent a person or bear, as the commandments say, a false witness against the person. All right. And so what they do is they are crafting stuff to bear false witness against people they just don't like for one reason or another. They are covered by Google and YouTube, who then demonetizes content so that many of the subscribers will not get notifications or see it. These people are working in concert in a disingenuous way to try to cause harm to the people that's trying to be truthful and do good, while giving cover to people that have done maliciousness towards the regular population, that have done malicious deeds towards the regular population, and to cover up things that have caused, literally, and this is not my opinion, This is fact, the way they have covered up what China did. We're talking about CNN, MSNBC, Google, Facebook, YouTube. Come to find out that what China has done has been more insidious than people would have ever thought. And because these people wanted to give people a way out, they did what they did. All right. So, what recourse do you have? Well, kind of absolutely nothing outside of not listening to CNN, MSNBC. Do what you can with Google, Facebook, and YouTube. For the moment, they're allowing us to be on, but that don't stop them from shadow banning our content, because they're not interested in saving lives. If they were interested in saving lives and coming to a conclusion and helping people to discern how to overcome a lot of these things, they would have allowed the truth to have been spoken from the beginning. Now we're starting to find out that the WHO was owned by China, that the Chinese people did stuff so heinous that they knew that when they first understood what was going on, that the WHO and China told everybody 95% of the cases that are going on in the world, there's a possibility they would not have been happening. All right. So, what does this have to do with the rest of the stuff that I'm talking about? This has been things that we've been putting up on a community level for a while. We can't even help ourselves because Google and Facebook have allowed the BAW to have full autonomy on Google and Facebook, so that these women could shut down the truth in the way that they shut down the truth. Now, the reason why I point out this COVID thing and what's been going on is that when you really look at this stuff, there is a tie-in to the pain that we feel in the community and the pain that everyone is feeling everywhere. And now people are literally getting upset at their governments, their local governments. Oh yeah, you better believe it. People are getting upset at their local governments in a serious way. And with good cause. Why? Because these companies have allowed a lie to go on so long, and this lie did more than just hurt some people. It is causing people to be destroyed right before our very eyes. Just right before our very eyes. And it's like you can't do nothing about it, but just watch it happen right before your very eyes. And as more news come out and more things come out, you start to understand the gravity of what's going on. In all seriousness, you start to understand the gravity of what's going on. Now, part of the reason why I started this late and everything because as a result of all that is going on, there's a lot of people that's in a world of hurt right now. But I'm looking after our brothers, right? I want to look after our brothers. So I came up with a way. I came up with the way whereby we might be able to help a lot of people. Like us, our brethren, and our brethren with families. All right. So let me greet everybody real quick. What's up, Daniel Porter, Texas Marine, Simplified Brother, Afro Truth TV. What's going on? What's up, Backwoods Riders? So that's all that's in here right now. All right, and so basically, we got a lot of brothers that's hurt. We got a lot of females that have figured out a way around the system already, whereby they're going to get lock and stock this money that people are putting out. All right. So what I decided to come up with is a way to, encourage. I'm gonna need some help, but I'm thinking I want to do something in return too, right? So I don't know how many of you like samurai swords and stuff like that, but I was looking at ways to develop a way whereby at the same time that I'm able to do something, I'll be able to give something back in return, right? So at this time, I wanted to show y'all what came in, and I was hoping that Bertha would come on. Hey, what's up, Frizzo? What's going on, my man? All right. And so Texas Marine kind of know what's up. All right. So at the same time that I want that I get help from the brothers, I want to do something in return. So what I did was I came up on a little deal with the hunting knives, the pocket knives, the knives for exhibition for those who like that, and so I got my hands on some, and basically what I am going to do is the people that can, and those that can, and those that can't, don't worry about it, right? But the people that can, I wanted to do something like all the nonprofits other nonprofits used to do, like what was the name of it? But there used to be a lot of nonprofits that do this, right? And so I wanted to do something like that because I thought it was a good idea to have thank you gifts for people that help me do what I do. All right, that help this channel help this channel along. That's the word I'm looking for, not alone. Help this channel along. All right. So I wanted to show y'all what came in today. And this is going to be basically for folks in the U.S. All right. And basically before the because it kind of defeats the purpose. It kind of defeats the purpose, like when I have to ship this stuff everywhere else, right? But for those of you that's been helping out the channel, um, I wanted to continue. I wanted to do some stuff like this, even as we talk. Hey, what's up, Aronda Lee? Jason Black, the Black Authority. Check his video out. Talks about the Black people having their own business. Well, here's the thing. I agree with that, but until we can deal with the BAW, that's going to be a hard thing to do. And I'm going to tell you why. Because it just is. The biggest obstacle to Afro businesses is Afro people. And the people that's raised by these women to not respect any men or men that work or have a good business. As you've seen on the Breakfast Club and stuff, these women don't want dudes that own business or 9 to 5. Meaning that since they don't respect them, they have no problem with destroying them. Remember, many of us had the businesses on the on YouTube, where we were making money, right? And so what these women did is they made a list and destroyed those guys that were making money. Utterly. They gathered together as a group, and then they destroyed the people that were making money. Why? Because unless you make the money the way they approve of, understand, this is the modern day slavery that people aren't understanding. And people aren't understanding that the BAW is the new slave master. Right? And in her eyes, if you don't do things exactly the way she wants you to do it, oh, your behind is SOL. Because she will destroy you. There is no care for the community. She's already destroyed that. There is no care for the community. There's no care for anything. Because the only thing that matters to the BAW is her. Period. All right, the only thing that matters to the BAW is her. All right. So we should not be surprised that we can't have any. And the only businesses that you can have where they might come to it, and they will still go to the other community before you, is the hair business, the beauty store business. All right. The only businesses that we might be successful in is businesses that cut out of the Afro community, where we include more than just the Afro community. Exactly. So for those of us that says we're not going to allow them to be the master over us, they seek to destroy us. Period. All right. They will seek to destroy us. Why? Because that's what they do. That was their main thing the whole time. We are going to destroy the good Afro man so that, one, we can say that there are no good men. I want you to understand that. Kind of like the self-fulfilling prophecy. Only they determine the prophecy. They say to themselves, oh, there ain't no good men's, because we men's. Ain't no good men's. Y'all ain't nothing, right? But then when you look at who they've been messing with, they've never really messed with a good man because they didn't want to. There's a thing we call that the government used when they uh, who is it? The person, the speaker for the president, the one that come out to the podium to do this stuff, right? All right, hey, what's up? Hey, Mad Guns Forever. What's going on? All right, they give them plausible deniability. All right, the spokesman for the White House, right? They give them plausible deniability. All right, and so with plausible deniability, with plausible deniability, they can say, I don't know, because they don't get everything. They just get a briefing about generally what's going on. All right. And then with that briefing, they could come out and then brief the reporters, but the president don't tell them the secrets or anything like that. The what you call it? But the spokesperson that gets up to the podium for the president, and I can't remember the term for them because my brain is fried, right? I had very little sleep, right? So let me just break some stuff down real quick. So I had some stuff come in. All right. And I realized that I was going to need a little help to help the brothers in Brazil, because as bad as we think we doing over here, they're going to be, they are doing 10 times worse, right? So white people get a cold. We get the flu. When we get the flu, our brothers over in Brazil get pneumonia. You understand? So white people get a cold, we get a flu. The brothers in Brazil, when we get the flu, they're having pneumonia. All right? So at least we can bring them back to flu status where they could get a little bit of help to overcome some things, right? If I get the stimulus, which I might get, all right, if I get the stimulus thing, that's where it's going to go. All right. Right now, also, because the interest rates are real low and all that stuff I was telling y'all about credit, it is now becoming a factor right now. Because I am in the midst of buying a house, because y'all know I need one. But the interest rate so far that I'm going to get is 2.89. All right, 2.89. All right. So let me see what's going on here. All right, yeah. So as I speak, all right, one of the things that I wanted y'all to see and understand, when you go back and look at hold on, let me do this. When you go back, oh, I'm glad I put this up like this. When you go back and look at the look at the chart I put up next to, the queens, the queens of the universe, that. So when you go and look at the chart that I put up, all right, wake my neighbors up. This is a new way to do the punching the bag. Well, you know what see, that's what happened to my brain. All right. So from January to March 30th, 2020, the coronavirus, right? The deaths, right? 35, and this is the global death, 35,016. Mothers during childbirth, 75,000. So there's a lot of stuff that we're not paying attention to that is causing more havoc than this coronavirus. All right. So the mothers dying during childbirth, 75,645. Let's put these things in, let's put this coronavirus in perspective while everybody's too busy being afraid. All right. The seasonal flu, 118,980. Malaria, 240,000, up over 240,000. Suicides, over 262,000. This is the global deaths from January 1st to March 30th, 2020. Traffic accidents, 330,000, up over. HIV, AIDS, over 411,000. Alcohol, over 612,000. Smoking, over 1,233,000. Cancer, over 2 million. Communicable diseases, over 3,177,000. Do you know what's more than all of those? Do you know what's more than almost all of those combined? Abortions, 10,402,251. Let me repeat that. Leading the way over all of those, abortions, 10,402,251. If you add up everything else, abortion has caused more deaths from abortion than all the rest of them, to include the coronavirus, from January 1st to March 30th, 2020. Abortions. And the source is the worldmeter.info, www.worldmeter.info. So if you go back to the thumbnail, blow it up, you could go look this up. Abortions, 10,402,000. This fear over the coronavirus, when put in perspective, the fear is unwarranted. But the reason why so many people have fear, because of CNN, MSNBC. And yes, that fear is unwarranted, but that was the whole thing. To make people have a bunch of fear so that they would give up their freedoms, to the point where people in Michigan are starting to understand, wait a minute. We have no freedom, and the main ones taking it away is the left, and more so the women on the left, but the left, period. The most restrictive person is the woman running Michigan. I doubt she'll be there for another term. All right. So basically, in order to help our brethren in Brazil, and maybe some here, all right, what I'm doing is, see these? Oh, Lord have mercy. Look at this one. These have special names on them. Oh my goodness! It has to be the first one I open. All right. Oh Lord, I'm dying. I'm dying. Y'all see the name, right? All right. But anyway, so this size right here. Hey Daniel, I probably have your address, but send it to me. I hope Bertha can get up in here. For those who uh-huh. Their heads are already scabby. Like synthetic G. Yep. All right. So for the brothers, a Daniel Porter, and Texas Marine. Well, Texas Marine, don't send me nothing. I know where you stay. I'll just drop these off. But Daniel Porter, send me your address again to my email. To everybody that donates to my channel, starting from this point on until I run out, $15 or more, I'm gonna send me your address. All right. And my Cash App is nowhere to be found in this video. Hold on, let me go put my Cash App and stuff in the description box. But my Cash App and my PayPal me will be in the description box along with my email address. Okay? These got different names, and I'll just randomly deer hunter, coon hunter. Oh Lord. So these will be first come, first serve. And I'll pick out like the names like deer hunter. And so for those that donate $15 or more, and if I see somebody, I'll call them out. If I notice that somebody, and your diet, if you come on here, if you're listening to this tomorrow, your diet, send me your address, because these are guys that I know for sure on Facebook share my videos. Daniel Porter, he shares my videos a lot, and so I can see the shares on Facebook because that thumbs up, that it'll tell me who's sharing them. Okay. The other thing is, if you donate $15 or more, I'm gonna send these to you. Just send me your address, your full mailing address, so that I can send these out to you. All right. Hold on. Let me put my email in the description box. Okay, is there, so if y'all recycle your the video, if y'all click on it and recycle it, it should be in the description box. All right. Let's see. So, all right, so let's move on. All right, for those that's doing like $25 or more, that helps us out for our cost. $25 or more, we'll send these. You got these ones, and you can take a pic. Hold on, where's the green ones? So I got a couple of different ones. Is this the green ones? The green ones. Where's the green ones? What did I do with the green ones? What are these? All right, so I got these ones. Ah, here we go, green ones. I got these ones. So, I mean, and this will go for those people that's helping out my channel through donations. And so those that are just sharing videos, I'll call y'all out as I see y'all share them. And if I ask you for your address, that's what I'm doing. I'm sending you one of these, right? You can tell me, I'll come up with the names of them, and then you can tell me which ones you want. So there's this green one, there's this one, and those like this, right? You can tell me which ones you want. You know, kind of first come, first serve kind of thing. And now I lost the box. Is this the one? Does this one go in here? Yeah. All right. So those sizes, right? Oh, the green one has the flip thing. So you could be like that. Yeah, what you know, man? What you know, man? Ah! Can I get a... So... I like these ones. I'm gonna have to keep hold on to one of these green ones. Man, I didn't know that. Okay. So these ones, $25 or more. These shorter green ones will be like $20 or more. All right. And so basically, y'all can pick whatever one in the group or category. All right, so these black and green ones. So I got a bunch of these for $25 or more, and just send me your address, right? And for those that sneakily donate, I'll let you know. Like when I see it, and I'll call you out. I'll be like, "Hey, man, you did this, right?" So then I got these, right? And I'll just show you what these are. All right. The ones like this, for people that donate $30 or more, And I'll just be like, hey, there's these ones. So that's these sizes. Y'all, I ain't even done yet. Hold on. Okay, so these are some more green ones. All right, then. And so, yeah, when y'all go and send me the email after you donate, right, to the cause of the channel, to the channel, when y'all do that through my Cash App and PayPal, and we'll do these until these are gone. So there's some more. I'll just show you the picture on the box. I'm not going to open all these. All right. So I got a few of these. All right. So this next bigger size will be $40 or more. Y'all get where I'm going. These ones right here look like this. $50 or more. And I'll just send them to you. So I only got like 2 or 3 of these. And like, if you want them, like, just hit me up. I'll show them to you. Whichever one you pick, that's the one I put in the mail. Then they get bigger, $60 or more, the bigger ones. So there's like 3 of these. What fell? Oh, that. I'm going to hold on to that. So this is the emerald one. This is kind of tight. Let's look at this one. I like these. Ooh, this is nice, y'all. Look at this. I'm keeping one of these. Wow, this is nice. So I had 2. I got 1 now. Yeah, that's right. Because okay. Wow, that's nice. Let me put this back in the box. Here's the other one. Other emerald. So this is nice. These, oh man, these are so. Yeah, this is so. Wow. This is, so here it is. These are nice. Okay, I'm messing up now. So this goes here. Oh, that's the white one. Got pulled out. That goes there. All right. So as we go through this stuff, and so let's see. Yeah. So if you donate $15 or more, I'm sending you something. If you share a lot of videos, if you share the content, I'm sending you something. For people that share the content a lot. So these hook ones, I'm assuming, Daniel, you'll get one. Well, Daniel, I'll let you pick from the sort. You, Yadiah, and USMC vet, y'all share a lot of y'all share my videos a lot. So I gotta hook y'all three up in particular. In particular. Dang. Okay, so that's those. USMC vet saw some of these, a lot of these already. Okie dokie. Oh, I did have more. So the fancy, oh, okay, I see this one. Y'all, check this one out. Now this is you know how Crocodile Dundee say, that's not a knife. This is a knife. Dang. There we go. So there's that one. That'll be the $60 or more one. So all these over here that I'm showing you, it'd be the $60 or more. All right. And so we're going, this is how, I don't know, I'm going to come up with credit. I used to just give watches to people. That's no longer cost effective. Right? Because the BAW shut my channel down, even though most of the rent that I was paying was theirs. All right. Most of the rent that I paid for people was theirs. Most of the people that was having trouble with electric bill was them. All right. They benefited the most from what I do and what this channel do. And they were the main ones to shut it down because they didn't like the truth. All right. So let's see. Oh, hold on. We ain't even got big yet. I got the big Coupe de Grace. I'll show you the big Coupe de Grace, a little preview. The big Coupe de Grace, as Bugs Bunny used to say. Headbutt. Practice my headbutts. This is a straight. I like this one. Wow, these are just beautiful. I would keep them all, but we must help our brethren. So, wow. I feel like Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. This is a knife. Okay, we get a little bit bigger. All right, so these bigger ones, this is going to be I don't know, $70 or $80 more or more. What do y'all tell me? What donation I should take for this one? $70 or $80 or more? Because this is nice, but it is huge. Let's do $70 or more. All right, so if you donate $70 or more, I will, this one, you can pick this one. Wow, these are some beautiful knives. I've never been a knife man like that before, but these are beautiful. Okay. This one, for those who might want it, this would be $100 or more. Wow. Okay, this is this one. I'm not even taking it out. So for a donation of $100 or more, and so most of them is going to be the donation of $15 and $20 or more, but the big ones. And so we should be able to do a lot. We should be able to do a lot with these. And so I got one more, the Coupe de Grace. The Coupe de Grace. I like these green ones. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Carbon. And yes, it is sharp. So the first one that donates $200 or more can pick this. Let's see. What did I do at the top? Oh, there it is. All right. So back to the topic at hand. All right. There was a time that I could just be like, okay, we don't need to do any of this, right? There was that time where we didn't need to do any of this. And just strictly off of YouTube, um, we used to be able to make enough money to help the community and stuff like that. All right, which one? The black one? Okay, for $80. So the black one, this back one right here. I feel you. So whoever could donate $80 or more. No. You're not talking about this. This is $100 or more. I know which one you're talking about. You're talking about this one. $80 or more. Yeah, you're talking about this one. The Bowie knife. This is beautiful, though. Wow, this is so beautiful. Wow, you're talking about this bad boy right here. Man, this feels so nice, too. Let me put this back. Okay, so I got you. So the big Bowie knife, $80 or more. Hold on. All right, so I got it. So I'm gonna just write 80 for donation to 80. All right, so hopefully this will help out the channel. All right, so that we can help out others. All right, because I know that a lot of people like. I mean, it's good to give back, right? And some of the times I need y'all's help, but a lot of the times that I like to give something back in thanks for the help that y'all give, right? So anybody that don't $15 or more is going to get something. All right. The ones that share my videos a lot, they're going to get something. Period. So if you share the videos a lot, like, and because it's because of y'all that many people come to the channel and subscribe. And even though they subscribe, understand this, even though the conversation is deep, and even though we do all of that, YouTube still tries to hide our voices because we're not allowed to have a voice. All right. And that's basically it. So we got to come up with ways to, before I used to just be able to just give out Invicta watches. I can't do that anymore. Can't afford to because they cut in. I mean, they just slam dunk that like, nah, bruh. Right? All right. So basically, it is what it is. So we got to do. So we got to do what we do in order to thank the people that help us help people. All right, and that's basically it. Because it's getting more and more difficult for me to do this by myself in more than one way. All right, in more than one way, it's getting difficult for me to do this. So the thing is, what can you do about it? These are some beautiful. Oh Lord, this is so beautiful. What can you do about it, right? You gotta come up with ingenious ways to thank people. All right, you gotta come up with ingenious ways to thank people for what they do, and I wanted to do something for people that even share the videos, because some of the times that's just as important as the donations, right? Because it brings more attention to the channel. And then maybe some of the people out there might be able to help donate. This channel is operating strictly on donations and my income. So everything, when I go to Brazil, when I go into everything that I give to them, the soccer balls and stuff like that, it is basically based on my income. And because I'm getting ready to move, all right, so because I'm getting ready to move, because I have to, as y'all see, I just really don't have enough room to even help people out the way I want to in this apartment, right? I didn't want to move. right? I don't. But I understand that I have to if I'm going to be effective in what I'm trying to do. So, in order to be effective, I need to get a bigger place. And then hopefully we can make things grow a lot better. I'm going to show y'all something real quick. All right, so basically, this is kind of the problem that I have. You know how you always have some clown that come to my channel, be like, "Oh, your house ain't spotless like my house is," and we don't even know that their house is spotless. It's just that for what I do, I just really don't care. I'm a single man um, that live in an apartment that's trying to do a lot of stuff for the community that's going to respect and help me. Look, Hassan Chop, right? And and a community that's going to appreciate it. And right now, we understood that not to be the community in the United States. All right, we understood that the Brazilian children are more appreciative because of who raises them, right? So look, I haven't even written on these balls yet. Let me see something. See, I don't I don't know if y'all could comprehend the level of work that I put in to do this. And I didn't even dump this box yet. Hold on. So when you look at it, right? I'm doing this trying to keep up my house. All right. I have to take the plastic off of these. All right. After I take the plastic off of them, right? So the plastic comes off. Then the next thing I have to do, hold on. Here we go. Hold on. After I take the plastic off, the next thing that I have to do is write on all the balls. Why? So that Hasita Federal or their customs don't take it, trying to claim that it's it's a vendor, right? Now, pretty much right now, they understand that my stuff is donated, but you never know when you get the new guy that don't really know you like that. You understand? All right, and so that's how I make this work, y'all. But it's a lot of work. A lot of times I'm just tired. Part of it because of my health, right? But I'm just tired. All right, and so I keep doing it because it makes me happy. I ain't even gonna lie. All right, y'all know I be chilling when I go into the favelas, and I know that the children are glad to see me. I just don't know how it's going to work this time because of all the stuff that's going on. All right, So basically, I'm just trying to do the best we can. Oh Lord. Let's see the Rambo looking one. All right. There is no such thing as overkill, just confirmation. That's what I said when I saw that too. Um, let's see. Jelly knives. All right, Rhonda Lee. So these knives just came in today. As I was going with my friend, him and his family, to view a house he just bought. All right. Hey, what's up, Tai Chi? Okay. So, y'all see the statistic with the COVID stuff, and then y'all see the real death toll of everything else. It's not even close. So why are we so much more worried about that? The media gassed everybody up. This is the stupidest thing that I've seen. I've seen people go into Walmart with gloves on their hands. All right, then go get in their car with the same gloves on their hand they just went to Walmart with. Put their hand on the steering wheel. They probably go home and keep the gloves on all day. Why do they do this? Is because they were so frightened into everything that they do not act with sense. You understand? In the lab, we took the gloves off each time we had a specimen. You know, we didn't keep gloves on for the same specimen all the time. All right. Let's see. Man, I haven't done this in a while. Yeah, I didn't. I haven't. I've been slacking on my exercise, y'all. For this, I just wanted to hit. All right, that's good enough. I missed that thing. This kid, y'all need one of this. These are kind of addictive because then when you walk by, once you set it up, you want to do it. Like you'll turn around, be like, it's set up. So you exercise, you sit there. Oops. You punch your glasses off. You punch off that. This is kind of fun. I used to be able to have a rhythm. Yeah, nobody's going to Disneyland behind that check because you're going to spend it trying to get to Disneyland. All right. Oh, I'm talking into the wrong phone, y'all. All right. So basically, y'all, this is what's up. All right. If we're going to do something, if we're going to have a business, if we're going to help each other out, we have to come up with creative ways to do it. We can't depend on the BAW because they think they're queens. But these very queens are destroying our very essence. Period. The problem is we can't survive as a community, these queens, especially as good Afro men. If you really think about it, this isn't new, me trying to help out the community. I started with our community, but then I was just taken down immediately by the BAW. All right. I was taken down immediate by the BAW because my whole response to what I've seen in the degradation of the community that I've seen has been in light of what I've seen happen to children. And I didn't want them to have the same experiences I had as I grew up. But then again, the BAW didn't care because all they care about is their image. The only thing that's important to them is their image. Period. They don't care about us. They don't care about the children. They don't care about the community. Period. It's sad, but it's true. It's something we got to come to terms with and deal with. All right. It's got to be a new day for us. It's really got to be a new day for us because we can't survive that. And just as I sit here, people on YouTube and Google will try to shut us down over and over again to make sure that we do not have that voice. Period. I keep telling people that this country is going to be as good. And maybe y'all see what I'm talking about now. It hasn't. I said we got until Trump is out of office to figure out who the real brothers are. Because whenever he's out of office, as y'all see, the main people cutting for and placating China has been the Democrats, the left. Out of so much despise of Trump, these people will sell us out in a heartbeat to make him look bad. Out of no care for the life of people, the risk to people's lives, for people having their own choice, these people will sell us out. The main people robbing us of the choice to exist in a free country have been the Democrats and the media. The media gassed everybody up in such a way that they gave away all the freedoms that they had within the Constitution. The freedom of assembly, gone. The freedom of religion. All right, I ain't down with Christianity. Y'all know this more than, but I'm down with them being able to be Christians. If they want to go to church on Easter, I'm going to call them out for being pagans. But I believe they have the right to go. Because just why the Most High gives us a choice to either be wicked or righteous, to be good or bad, who are we to tell them that they don't have that same choice? All we do is point out the facts. And if they want to ignore us and the fact, that's on them. Period. But they have the right to ignore the facts. All right. We're supposed to call out the BAW for their wickedness. Period. That's what we're supposed to do. Why? Because they've been wicked. All right. And regardless of what Facebook, YouTube, and all the rest of that say, all right, we are not their people. And unless you want to be their slave, then I still call it out because they don't run me. They're not my God. They're not my boss. They're not my master. They try to use money. They'll take the money away. All right. Which means that anything you say, if you roll over for them, they'll still take the money away. Hey, what's up, 911 Nomad? Man, you missed a lot. You're going to have to go back to minute, I don't know, whatever. All right. All right, so this is basically what's going on. All right. I have to come up with creative ways and so here's the thing, even to get people to donate, I had to take a risk and get all those knives and stuff, right? You got to do stuff to do what you want to do, right? Remember, money is a tool. My ultimate goal is to get help to some of the people over in the favelas because they don't got nobody that's going to give them a check. As a matter of fact, they robbed them of work. When they shut down the airport in Brazil, all right, there is no, they just SOL. Ain't nobody talking about you get unemployment because they have to hustle to make money over there. All right. So I wanted to help as many people as I can. I wanted to catch some of the children who didn't get a soccer ball the last time. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's going on over there, right? I have a couple of ideas, right? But in the back of my brain, I know this. This is one of the things that I really understand. That at a moment's notice, there's a female out there waiting to destroy all the good that I'm trying to do. And trust me, when I say she will know that I'm trying to do good. But that doesn't matter because I believe it is our responsibility to call out wickedness. All right. But they will try tooth and nail to make sure that we don't have that ability. I said this before. They're not in competition with us. This is something that I started to realize. These women are not in competition with us. Not with real men. They know they can't be real men. When these women decide they want to try to be a man, the man they try to be is a fake one because it's easier to be a thug-looking man than to be a real one. See, a real man, understand this, a real man understands that he has responsibilities. A thug man has no responsibilities. He destroyed that possibility up a long time ago. A thug man kind of thinks like a female, so that's why they mimic him. That's why they sag. That's why they look at other women with that thug look, like, you know, because that ain't a man. All right, that's not they can't be a godly man. They can't be a righteous man. That's antithetical to what they're trying to be. They can't be a female and then try to be a righteous man because that's not possible. All right. And so they be the easiest form of a male that they can be. And that's that thug dude with the gold teeth. You know, the gold teethers. And they walk around scowling with tattoos all over the place. That's easy to be. All right. They try to become what they think the males are, but with understanding that they can't become a real man. In their mind, in what they define as a real man, you know, take care of responsibility, a home, a protector and stuff. They can't protect anything when the dude could come and just eliminate that. All right. So the competition with the BAWs is not us. They're not trying to be us. They're not trying to be the righteous. Oh no, it's deeper than that. And Genesis says it. How the serpent got the woman was he said that you couldn't be like God. That's how he got her. All right. For one, the woman said to the serpent that God said that we are not to eat. That means learn from the tree that is in the midst of the garden. Learn from the people who live in the midst of the garden. The Genesis, the third chapter. All right, the fallen that was the most crafty is the one that bamboozled her. And then he got her by saying, All right, the woman said to the Nahash, we are to eat of the fruits of the trees of the garden, but the fruit which is in the midst of the garden, Elohim has said. She didn't say the man said. See, this is that mess that the church tried to tell you. She says, Elohim or Elohim said, do not eat it nor touch it, lest you die. Now, understand this. Do not eat it nor touch it. Why would it go in that order? Do not eat, because to eat something means to learn, to consume. So do not consume it. But then why would it say do not touch it afterwards? Because she slept with it. Right? And why did she sleep with it? Because he promised her the one thing that she wanted, and that was worship. Even above the Most High. She wanted to take the worship of the Most High. Understand this. This is how he, and the woman said, so she said that. The Nahash said to the woman, you shall not surely die. Now, this is how he got it. For Elohim knows that in the day that you eat of it, your eyes shall be open, and you shall be like Elohim. In other words, the woman ate of the tree because, or learned from the Nahash, because she wanted to be like Elohim, above the man, receiving worship, knowing good and evil. That's what got her. She wanted to be like Elohim. All right, now here's the catcher. And the woman saw that the tree was good for fruit, good for knowledge. She could learn from it. That the guy was pleasant to the eyes and desirable to make one wise. She took of the fruit and ate. Right? The knowledge that she gave and that she gained from the Nahash, she gave to her husband. The Nahash did not give the husband the knowledge. The woman did. That's why the husband said, the woman that you gave me told me that I was naked. So here's the thing. The competition has never been that the woman wanted to be us, because she can't be us. But what she did want was our worship. This is why women like thugs. This is why women like the hoteps. This is why women like the religion. Because in a backwards way, each of the people that I just mentioned, the pastors, the hoteps, and the thug, gives the women worship. But the reason why they get angry at the righteous men, because we will never give her worship. Because she is supposed to be subject under us. We are supposed to say, as in Genesis, we are to rule over her. And we understand that. They can't stand that about us. All right. And they can't stand what they can't stand more about us is, since they're not getting right, we are choosing women of other nations because they are no longer suitable for us as per the commandments. You'd be hard pressed to find a BAW that is suitable for a righteous man that don't want to sin against the Most High. Remember, she has multiple children from multiple babies' daddies, in which she gets child support. So she's off limits to a righteous man. She's not in her youth when she decides she wants to get settle down and have a family. And even in that, she does that is because she thinks she is to be worshiped. And part of that worship is you choosing her when she should not be chosen to have a family, whereby she thinks she's in charge of the house. Because the law put her in charge of your house. You see how that works? So she'll use the laws against you, the laws of men, if you get with her against the laws of the Most High. So she waited too long. Period. And now she get all the injections and stuff so that she could get her behind big. But wait a minute, she got one other problem. The righteous brothers are starting to look at femininity in a way of femininity, meaning that we're looking for righteous women that's going to follow us, and we're just looking for her to be beautiful. She don't have to be stacked with a big behind. As a matter of fact, that's the least of what we want to see is a behind. And you gotta I wonder, all these sick dudes on Facebook just thirsting after these women because they got a big behind. What do they want to do with that behind? Remember, these dudes are doing all kind of abominations with women because that's what the women want them to do, is because it's like what Pookie gives them after he gets out of jail. Period. Right? The competition for that the BAW, they're angry at us, but more than being angry at us, they are angry at the Most High. Period. Because they want the worship of the Most High, and we, the righteous man, we ain't giving it to them. But here's the thing, they already got the thugs, they already got the preachers, they already got the jail people, they already got the simps. But the ones with the resources are not really them. The preachers have the resources, but they greedy and keeping it unto themselves. And now that they have made an adversary, an enemy of good men, now they're looking and they're trying to get us to come back to them, but they're no longer suitable for us. We got to look for women in their youth. That's what it says. Oh, and then we're getting passports. See, all that is tying into this thing. This COVID is trying to stop us from getting passports now, trying to keep us on the plantation. Right? But in any case, we'll still look for a female from any community. All right, and that's getting difficult even if you look at the Hispanic, because you got to get past the drug thing. Now, if you're talking about finding a righteous woman, brothers, how many women that can you find without a weave? How many can you find without tattoos? How many can you find that don't smoke? Good luck finding one that don't get high. Good luck in finding one that don't get high, that want a man that don't get high. Good luck with that. Because many of these women that are nurses and stuff like that, they want a dude that's blowing trees, a dude that just got out of prison, because that's what is attractive to them. Because that's who they could control. That's why they are attractive to them. See, we've been missing why women are attractive to certain things. All right? Because when you look at it, most of the dudes that they talk to, they're not with six-pack. They don't have a six-pack. Most of the females that they get with, they're not 6 feet tall. They're usually chubby and short. Many times the females that they get with in relationships are shorter than them. So the standards that they have for good men are not designed to find a good man, but it is designed to be as a reason to eliminate the good men through their own logic from their dating pool. Because they don't want him because they can't control him. The biggest suckers right now, outside of the simps, is the females that are acting like men that are with women, because they don't know what it is to be a man, and so they get used by women easier than men do. Think about it. And that's their own punishment. The other thing that I started to figure out, because these women decided that they want the worship of the Most High, and they want to choose the most wicked of men, this is why I said we must leave them alone. When they choose these men, that's the punishment is written into their choice. You see it. They're choosing the most violent of men, and the men are taking it out on them because they're finding out real quick they don't have the strength to control a man. When they choose these females, you got more domestic violence within that group than any other group by percentage. You see what I'm saying? When they choose the thug, when they choose the simp, well, that's the guy that's been trained by their mama to never to think like a man, but to think with emotion. He will fight a man before he fights the so-called, oh man, this racism, the white man keeping us down. But he ain't going to do nothing to that Caucasian man. But he will go after an Afro man in a heartbeat. All right, brothers, this is what's going on. All right, just checking my time. This is what's going on. All right, this is why they have not much going for them. All right, this is why they have not much going for them. This is why the brothers that get with them have not much going for them. We are not supposed to be stepdads. No. The only women we could get with are widowers, women who are widowed. All right, women, say like some dude came from Africa and they made the mistake and all he wanted was to hit, and then he went and left the child in the state of bastardom. We can get with that woman. All right, but we cannot get with a woman that use the courts to take their child from the man, and so she's raising children and getting child support. We can't get with her because by definition, biblical definition, spiritual definition, she is a wife. She has a husband. Who's her husband or husbands? Is all the dudes she's getting child support from. Period. All the dudes she's getting child support from, each one of them is her husband. Now you understand that parable of the woman at the well. She had 5 men taking care of her. And the one that she was with, the man that she was with at the time, was not her own. You understand? That's what that means. All right, she's sleeping around having 5 dudes taking care of her home. She's going from home to home to home to home. All right? Her feet does not rest in her own home. Period. So we can't get with them. And all this is because they desire worship, the worship of the Most High over a husband. They desired the worship of the Most High and thought that they could get it from all the men. Period. It's all or nothing. I've had some that come in my house, eat whatever and stuff, and still expect me to give them stuff. I've had some that when I was given, they wanted all that I had instead of sharing. You see what I'm saying? They don't share. They want all the worship. All the worship that was intended for the Most High, that's what they want. That's why we shouldn't mess with them. One brother didn't get it mixed up. He said, what about all them ites in the Bible? All them ites in the Bible. Where the black people are. The ites are the black people in the Bible, if you want to use the word black. In Deuteronomy, those ites, the Girgashites, the Hittites, the Amorites, the Canaanites, the Perizzites, the Hawites, the Jebusites, all those ites are Afro-melanated people. None of them are Caucasian. These dudes don't understand that. It says we don't pick wives from these things, but it tells us why, because they're full of abominations. Well, when you look at all these tattooed females that wear these mops on top of their heads, running around, only wanting dudes that provide them with, the street pharmacy, those are abominations, especially when all of them that have been engaged in relationships outside of a man will come to you. Oh, I'm ready for a man now. They think they could switch on and off, right? That's what the Most High said we were supposed to move away from. Then they raised their daughters into, well, the 304 of them. All right. And it says, do not do that. Do not raise your daughters like that. But these mothers, these single mothers, raise their daughters like that. If it's wet, you should never be broke. And then these daughters grow up and can't figure out why they broke all the time, because they didn't want to be wives to a husband. No, not until they got worn out. And then they thought that they were entitled to a good man. I'm waiting for God to send me a good man to help me raise these 5 kids from Pookie and Ray Ray and them. All right, it's downright ridiculous. All right, it is ridiculous. All right, it is ridiculous, but they don't see it as ridiculous. And I can't put D3 on anything. How you want me to put on D3? You want me to mark it with magic marker? I didn't see no D3 on there. Let me see if I got any envelopes in here. Yeah, I did get some envelopes though. Here we go. All right. So Daniel, I got you. Hey Daniel, I got you. Hold on for a second. All right, so this is the issue. All right, this is our issue. It ill? What it ill? Woo, these stickers are coming in handy from the VA. All right. All right, Dan, I'm saying, how you want me D3? Do you want me to put it on the thing in magic marker? Or do you want me to just leave it blank? Okay. All right, so basically this is what's going on. All right. 540 material. All right, Daniel, I got you. Hey, what's up, Sean? Who? Oh, I got it. All right. So basically, and this is basically it. So one of the things that I started to figure out is these females are competing with the Most High. All right. That's what it's all about. Like back in the garden, she wasn't buying. She said, the Most High said, we are not to learn from the tree that is in the midst of the garden. And she said, Elohim has said, right? She didn't say, my husband said. No, she said, Elohim said. But when he said, you could be like God, he said, oh, Elohim just don't want you to be like him. The woman was like, oh, what? I could be like him and get his worship, have all y'all bowing down to me. And if you look at the nature of the BAW in the United States right now, they're literally running around saying they're God. They want people to bow down to them. And when we don't, they want to try to force it by even using witchcraft. I just didn't want to forget. All right. So that's basically it. All right. In our society, the objective is hide the truth. The objective is create a system where people will give up their rights willingly. Period. It's ready to go. All right, period. It is what it is. All right. These women want worship. They want the Most High's worship. And they will stop at nothing to get it. Even if it means destroying the righteous until they have nothing left but a bunch of simps and dudes coming out of prison that worship him. And here's the thing. And the dudes coming out of prison, they're not going to worship him either. Here's the thing. They're going to use them for a place to stay. But that's their punishment. They chose them. Period. That's why I don't say nothing about them. They know what they're about. The women know what they're about, but the women kept thinking they could control them, that they could get that worship. Because these dudes are smooth with the game. Yeah, oh yeah, you the queen. Yeah, you, the woman is God. They'll argue with us, all right, and then give them a couple of packages that take 9 months to come to fruition, all right, and then when they skate or when they're on their way back to prison and stuff, these women come looking at us. Well, it's your job as good men to take care of our responsibility. Where the good men's at? We come as a package deal. No, you come as somebody else's wife. But child support ain't enough. You should have thought about it when you said, I don't need no man. Oh, these black men's ain't nothing. They the worst daddies. Come to find out when the CDC does the report and stuff, come to find out we actually end up being the best. At least out of the P3 that they measured. Then we start sending the evidence. Oh no, they shut the evidence down. Because that's how that works, y'all. Shut down the evidence. Shut down the people telling the truth. So that the only thing you have left is the lie. That has been the primary objective of this country for a minute. Shut down the truth, right? Shut down the truth so that the only thing left that you have is the lie. And part of how you shut that down is you create so much doubt for the truth or confusion. Remember, it says the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of a sound mind. Understand this. A lot of people don't have a sound mind right now. They are filled with confusion. Hold on for a second. Got to charge my phone. There we go. All right, so that's that problem. That sound mind. They don't want the brother with a sound mind. They don't want the brother with good credit. They don't want the brothers that's about to buy houses. I'm going to tell you this. I was talking to my the lady that's going to help me get the house, right? Now, let me say this to you brothers that was in the military. This is a good time if you want to get a house. If you think it's going to be feasible, because for most of us, let's be honest. For me, I'm gonna get a house because y'all know I need the room. But most of us are better off in apartments. All right. For those of us that want to do some extra stuff, that the apartment just not going to be big enough to do. All right. Yeah, we're gonna need the house. All right, we're going to need a house. All right, and that's the truth of it, right? Some of us that ain't trying to do all that, we don't need the house. All right, the house is not the American dream. The American dream should be the ability to live in peace and to basically do what you like to do. That's legal. And that is good for you. All right. Basically, that's what freedom is. Right now, a lot of people are starting to find out that, especially if you live in a democratic thing, that you don't have freedom. That freedom do not exist for you. That these people think they have the right to keep you imprisoned in your house for months at a time. They do not care about the long-term effects, because this was never about the virus with them. And it's not, because the worst place to be for people is just and this is according to the WHO, quarantine in their house, where they're giving it to everybody in the house because nobody's getting outside of the house. All right. What also happens in the house is that your immune system takes a hit because you're not exercising, you're not doing anything that keeps your body strong. But then again, nobody cares. Period. All right. So, brothers, I say this to you. I say this to you. All right. We got to look at this a new way. I understand that many of these females have turned over to a reprobate because their desire was not to be like us, but their desire was to get the worship of the Most High and take the worship that was designed for the Most High unto themselves. Now, here is the kicker. I'm gonna answer a very, very important question that some people should ask, right? And the question is, how do you worship the Most High? It's a question that many people don't ask. And many people that ask don't really understand. I'm about to blow your mind with something that I figured out by reading the commandments. To worship the Most High is to keep the commandments. The commandments, when you keep the commandments, it gives you freedom. Wait a minute, understand this. Keeping the commandments give you freedom that no other way of worship keeps you freedom. If you go to church, you got to do what the pastor say. The pastor have you bowing down, praying to Jesus. All right, you're on your knees, bowing down, kowtowing to Jesus. Me and Mimi used to get into discussions, and she used to be alarmed that I do not pray. I said, I just thank the Most High, but I don't get on my knees, grovel, and pray to the Most High. For what? He provides all of my needs. Literally, the Most High provides all of my needs and some of my wants. Hold on. All right. So, one of the things that I figured out is this. All right, I started reading the commandments, and I want y'all to picture this. All right, we as a righteous people, as righteous men, I want y'all to understand something. We are not supposed to bow down and grovel to no God, not even the Most High. How we worship the Most, we give thanks. But all this stuff, y'all never really, if you think that we were supposed to do that, you never really read the commandments. And I will tell you that I never really understood that until I was trying to tell people why you shouldn't worship statues and stuff like that. And then I would give them the old commandment. Because in the commandments it said, right? But then when you really read the commandments and read what it really says, it's even more alarming than you think. All right? The first four, and Elohim spoke these words, saying, I'm Yahweh, your Elohim, which brought you out of the land of Mizraim, out of the house of slavery. You should have no other mighty ones against my face. These mean sovereign kings and all the rest of that. You do not make for yourself. Here we go. I want y'all to pay attention. I'm going to tell you what this means. You do not make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of that which is in the heavens above. You don't make for yourself a carved image or any likeness of that which is in the heavens above, which is in the earth beneath, or the waters under the earth. You do not bow down to them, nor serve them. For I, Elohim, I Yahweh, your Elohim, am a jealous El, visiting the crookedness of the fathers and on the children to the third and fourth generations of those that hate me. All right, this means if you were able to go up in the heavens, I'm going to show you that the Elohim did not want us bowing down. He wanted us in action, in the action of actually obeying the commandments. That's how we worship him. How do you know this? He said, any likeness which is in the heavens. This means and includes the Elohim. If you was to be able to go up and something happened and you had a vision that you were able to manifest physically and produce an image of Yahweh Elohim himself, you still, under this commandment, would not be able to reproduce that so that people can bow down and serve that, even though that is the Elohim and the image that he revealed to you. And he would come down in a voice and say to them, what in the hell are you doing? This is why, because that isn't what he asked you to do in order to worship him. He said, if you love him, you will keep his commandments. The first one is you don't bow down in any images in the heavens. Well, he abides in the heavens. So you don't bow down to that image. So then how do you keep the commandments? You read them and then do them. Or you read them and then don't do them. If it says don't do it, you don't do it. If it says to do it, then you do it. Not every commandment applies to every person. If you are a farmer, you got a different commandment other than that belongs to farmers. See, people need to understand that. But people don't. Right? So, how do you serve the Most High? You don't steal. You don't commit adultery. You don't mess with any females that's worshiping other gods. All right? You don't mess with any females that want the worship over the Most High. So, how they want worship is when he said you rule over her, they want you to follow them. As they lead you in the same pit they're going into. You talking about the sublime leading the sublime. All right? And I mean sub-blind, that they are below blind. You see what I'm saying? So this is where we're at, right? Brothers, y'all need to understand this. All right? This is a competition that the BAW decided she wanted to have with the Most High, where she's running around calling herself God. She's running around calling herself a queen, and she has no king. No king, and she did not inherit no kingdom from a king. So she ain't the queen of crap. Or that might be what she's the queen of crap. All right? Y'all better understand this. When we follow the commandments, that is, we follow them in a way that we do what is instructed. And when you look at what is instructed, we adhere to natural principles. A man that lays with a man as he lays with a woman is an abomination. That means all this same stuff is an abomination. They get to do what they want to do, but we get to call it out for what it is and say, not in our neighborhood, not in our families. All right? Understand, they have to adopt children. Why? They can't have them. Period. But they got that right in the United States. Just like we have the right to not tolerate it in our house. We are the kings of our own house. If we have children we're raising, we get to say that stuff stays outside of our doors. Most of the people that's trying to push you to do that stuff is the BAW in the Afro community. This is why we need to leave them alone. Every manner of abomination that's going on, they're the ones that's trying to push it on the brothers that are trying to fight against it as it comes to their own household. We're in the United States. Let the people outside our house do whatever they want to do. But as for us in our house, we're going to follow the commandment. Nope, but the BAW, they say, oh no. First, you're going to worship me, and then I'm going to worship the Caucasian. Hey, what's up, Shadow of Secrets? Oh, yeah. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of stuff, right? So basically, hold on, let me say this. Brothers, when they take down my channel, do stuff to it, I will always keep my name Reluctant Nabi, right? So if you ever want to find my channel, just put that up in the search box and it will come up. Put it up in Google. It will come up. All right? All right. And so basically, this is what it is, brothers. This is what it is. All right. There's a set of commandments. All right. That's how we follow the Most High. Most High has always been an action deity. He wanted his people to be the people of action. We're not the people of groveling and praying. When stuff ain't going right, we look and start looking at the commandments and see which one we didn't follow. Most of you got bad credit because you followed the one that the borrower owes the lender. So you need to pay the lender what you borrowed. That's how you get out of that bad credit situation. That's a commandment. See how easy that is? That is a straight up commandment. Hey, what's up, Daf Code? What's up in Amsterdam? All right, that is what it is, y'all. All right, that is what it is. We got to realize that when we say we follow the Most High, we are action people. All right, we help one another. All right, we help the community. We are action people. When we follow the commandments, we are not going to steal from one another. We're not going to try to take one another's woman. We're not going to bear false witness or set one another up. No, we don't do that. We don't try to support all these fringe groups that's on the left. We don't support the people that despise people of melanin on the right. All right, understand. We are principled people. That's what following the commandments is. We are principled. We don't grovel on our knees and pray because we can't follow nothing. No, the Most High gave us a mind and gave us some sense. We're supposed to use it. Period. We don't grovel after these females. Period. If they are so beneath the Most High because they seek the same worshiping as the Most High, then they are beneath us because they have now become a danger to us. Because whatever the Most High has for them, He's going to have for those in their midst. Right? Yeah, the elites in the U.S. All right? The elites in the U.S., all they wanted to do was take the freedoms of everybody else, and they wanted to see what they could do to get them to give them up. Remember, there were two models that the elites could have chosen. They could have chosen the Swedish model, which are supposed to be more like us, or the Chinese, which are the most oppressive. And they decided to choose the most oppressive. All right. The news media drummed up fear of everything. And back when we looked at everything, understand, and looked at the global death rates from January 1st to March 30th, there was no outcry for everything else that did in more people than coronavirus. No outcry whatsoever. All right, let me go over it again. This right here in the thumbnail. All right, in the thumbnail. All right. Yeah, I'm about to be done anyway. Okay, in the thumbnail, right? All right. When you look at it, blow it up in the thumbnail. All right, pause it. Coronavirus from January 1st to March 30th, 2020. 35,000, a little above 35,000. These are global deaths. Mothers during childbirth, 75,006, above 75,600. Seasonal flu, 100, above 118,900. Malaria, above 240,000. Suicides, above 262,400. Traffic accident, above 330,300. HIV/AIDS, above 411,400. Alcohol, above 612,100. How many people died from smoking? 1,223,400. Above that. Cancer, above 2,009,000. Communicable diseases, above 3,177,000. And the number one in total of deaths, that's more than all the rest combined. Abortions, 10,402,251. That's right, people. Abortion. More than all all the other death tolls from January 1st to March 30th combined, and there is no outcry over that. But they were able to gas people up to be afraid, horrifically afraid of coronavirus. And I'll end with that. I want y'all to think about that for a minute. That's why the commandments are all about doing, not about groveling, and not about allowing people to get us gassed up to be in fear of something. We are not afraid because let's say we do die. At least we know where we're going. We're going to be with our Maker. But since the other people don't recognize the Maker, then maybe they do have a problem with death. I'm just saying, something to think about. All right. So with that said, I'm out. Peace, love, and soul. All right. Don't forget. Again, well, I'll take you over and show you these. Okay. So don't forget. All right. About these. Daniel, yours is in the mail. All right. Yours will be shipped out tomorrow. All right. So let me run this down again. For donations, starting at $15 or more, I'm sending you out a knife. You'll get to pick out of the $15 bin. All right. So, and the rest is going to be $20 or more, $30. All right. And I'll let y'all know about the, and then I got two big ones. I'll let you know. Those are first. So these are basically going to be first come, first serve. Right? And if you are donating to get one of the big ones, all right, like especially the katana, let me see something. Let me see something real quick. All right, so if you want the black katana, right? The black katana. All right, for the black katana, it's going to be the first donation over $200. All right, and if you plan to do that, email me first, just in case you're not the first. All right. And then I'll tell if you're the first one in my email, I will tell you that is the whether it's available, and then you can make a choice what you want to donate for after that, right? So basically, with the katana, the black one, all these are going to be first come, first serve. So basically for the higher ones, since there's left like 2 or 3 of those twosies or threesies, like there's one for the $100 one. Let me see. All right. So I got $200 ones and two. All right, this one. All right. Dang, this is. Woo-wee. Anyway, let me stop marveling at it. All right, this one, the first bids over $100 one, and if they come in at the same time, of course, I'm gonna take the higher of the two. All right, so basically, we got a couple knives in each group. All right, now if this worked well, I'll order some more. All right, so if this works well, I'll order some more. All right. Hey, for you brothers overseas, if you want to participate, I would have to get y'all to help me with the shipping, because overseas shipping, like I've shipped the watches overseas, and it's like a lot more, and I don't want to take away the funding that I would from what the channel is doing in the community. All right, so that's basically it. Oh, there's that thumbs down. One of them trolls must have been around. All right, so basically, with that said, I'm out. Peace, love, and soul. All right, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. My donation links and my email will be in the description box. So I'll check it, right? I'll check it. And so I got one ready to go. So Daniel, yours will be in the mail tomorrow. All right. So peace, y'all. I'm out.